Hey guys, it's Faye from Feisworld Media. Today I am testing out something brand new from ElevenLabs that is still in beta, and it's called Image and Video. And this is literally my first time exploring it with you. So I've scanned through the documentation, and honestly, that is a lot there. And you can generate images, full videos, do lip sync, pick different models like Sora, Google Veo, Kling, and even choose start and end frames. And they've been very transparent about credits, which I really appreciate. In this video, I'm gonna walk you through exactly how it works by building a few examples from scratch. We'll see what works, what doesn't. This is not a polished tutorial. It's a real behind the scenes look at testing a beta feature for the very first time. So I would love to hear your thoughts and what you want me to try out next and how you might use image and video from ElevenLabs.
First of all, as you can see, what you can do is come inside ElevenLabs. On the left-hand side, you will see this option under Playground called Image and Video. Here you can see a brief introduction. You can generate images, but in this case, videos. It includes lip sync, and you're able to build onto your video iteratively. Before you can start, you need to agree with the conditions and terms and share generations. You can say share my generations, or you can say keep private. For now, I'm just going to say keep my generation private. You're able to indicate start and end frames. So those are very interesting, as well as different models you have access to. And they're being very transparent about the credits you have and how much each generation will cost. So let's go over. You have OpenAI Sora Pro, Google Veo. You have 3.1 fast, Kling, Google Veo 3 fast. There is so much to choose from. Now, in this category of lip syncing, you have these options: Omni, Human 1.5, Veed lip sync. And in terms of upscaling, which you can detail up to 4x, and that is Topaz upscale. That's something frankly I've not used. So I'm going to start with something that is pretty standard. By the way, my recommendation, as you can see, is with Sora 2 Pro, it will start at 3,000 credits. So if you're new to this, I do recommend that you start with, for example, the Sora 2 version. If you like to explore with Google, start with the 3.1 fast version. This way you are not wasting too many credits. Just my personal take. Kling is pretty cool as well. This one is 700 credits. So let's start with OpenAI Sora 2. Here in the start frame, I'm selecting a panda bear my mom designed, and this was actually an image vectorized by Lola, my little niece. And I'm going to describe this video. I'm going to say panda bear playing drums. So now you can select different aspect ratio, and you can select the duration. I'm going to start with the shortest one. And generations for me right now, just one. By the way, to switch to image generation, that's your option right there. And we're going to do video. Before you upload an image or video prompt, please remember that you may not upload any content that is not yours. Continue with generation. So as this process kicks off, you can see the percentage of completion, the image that you use for reference, which is your starting frame, and I'll be right back to show you what I got. Okay, look at that. I'm going to download this video. So first of all, I probably should have started with a different ratio here. That's okay. Again, you learn as you go along. So it's really interesting. It more or less preserves the style and the face of the panda my mom designed. Down here, you can see instead of playing one drum, this is a drum set. Plus, there's audio added, which is really fascinating. The first example, I really want to try something a little bit more sophisticated. Start using a start frame and an end frame. What we're going to do is first generate a quick image. I'm going to use an image reference and turn myself into a superhero. Okay, let me go ahead and use an image of me. Describe your image. Here, I want to say, change the man and the woman into superheroes, still showing their faces. Here, by default, you're using Google Nano Banana, which is a model I like quite a lot. As you can see, image generation seems to go by much faster than video for obvious reasons. Oh my goodness, that is so cool. Oh, this is so cool. I'm going to download these for reference. And as you can see, as I hover over, you can start generating videos, you can upscale, you can use it as a reference. Which one do you like best? I love the little smirk there. I'm going to start with the first one because I think that's the closest to what I would imagine. So here, as you can see, the moment I click on that, this prompt comes up again and this image is already selected. And here I'm going to select video. Now, I'm going to choose a different model. Let's use Google Veo 3.1 Fast. You can basically swap the two. So let's consider the starting frame using the original image. That's awesome. All right. Now I'm going to submit a prompt. Man and woman went from wearing normal clothes to becoming superheroes. You can select the aspect ratio, but you can also choose resolution, which is really cool. And you can choose whether to have audio on or off, but you can see that will definitely use more credits. And so I think I'm just going to generate some sound. And together they say, "We are here to save you." So this is a way for me to test out ElevenLabs' unique audio capabilities. I'm excited to see what we can get. Start and end frame. I am so excited to show you guys this. Look at this preview. That is unbelievable. So what I like about this is that it's showing you different variations, right? So these 4 videos, I can't quite decide which one I like better. And from here, you can upscale, you can edit in studio if you want. First, let's check out what it sounds or looks like.
We are here to save you.
It's really quite good. To be able to manage the entire workflow inside ElevenLabs is very helpful. As this video is loading up, let me briefly introduce you to this video editing interface. You're able to select a voice. If you don't like the voice chosen, you can select something different. That is the bread and butter of ElevenLabs. There's a lot you can do there. And you can also choose even AI tools to remove background audio or use voice changer. So the block needs to be converted first before.
We are here to save you.
That is amazing. Type here, start typing here and paste any text you want to turn into lifelike speech. We also like ice cream a lot. What's going to happen? I don't know. I think it's being generated now.
We're here to save you.
We also like ice cream is not to replace the original audio, but it's an added audio if you want to overlay. For example, if you're creating an infomercial or a video for fun. In addition to speech, on the right-hand side, you have sound effects here. I love the whoosh sound because it's very specific to superheroes. You can also add music. And now you have these options loaded. So that's your sound effects. Let's go into audio here. You can actually record audio there. Your generation history is captured here under video. You can add captions if you choose to. All right, let's go back to music. So superhero within. Can we play and see what it sounds like? Music is generated. Let's sample them real quick. This one's pretty good because it's very subtle. Wow. Once you click on the plus sign, it's literally importing the sound here. And as you can see, the sound is much longer than the 4-second video generation. All the editing tools are here. Let me know in the comments if you have used ElevenLabs in the past and how you envision to use the image and video generation tool. So let's try another model, shall we? I'm going to do something a little bit more extensive. Let's go ahead and use the Sora 2 Pro model. With the starting frame, I'm going to use my mom's artwork. So it took about a couple of minutes, and now we have the generation of my mom's dragon paintings. There are 4 variations. As you can see, the first one is just moving the clouds. The second one I think I like the best is the movements of the dragon, still holding the dragon ball, the pearl, with subtle movements of the cloud in the back. The third one, you can see the cloud is being repainted. And the fourth one is too much movement and the hand is actually detached. I can see what it's trying to do is throw this pearl into the clouds, but at the same time, the cloud is being missed as well. You can look at the current generations and continue to reiterate based on that. This is the frame. Not only that, there's sound being generated as well. So let's take a look. Well, that is kind of cool. I kind of like that one. And when you want, you can hit on recreate. And when you do that, you're able to tweak small things, and such as changing the background color into something different other than the beige and grayish tone. So that could be really interesting. But yeah, this one is pretty cool. I'm gonna keep that one. Let me know in the comments below how you anticipate to use this and what you like most about the beta feature. Let me know if you want me to do any more recaps and explore, and how does this compare to other tools that you're currently using. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm gonna see you next time.